yes. I'm so excited. Okay, ignore my books and my stuff in the background. Let me get my music ready. Let me get everything going. Day one is always, very important because it's how you set off the vibe and the energy. So yes, I'm in my lunar full moon, goddess vibrations right now, my high priestess energy. I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to find me here, and that's good because I need to get my music together for what I want to do today. All right, so let's put this over here. Okay. Welcome, day one of Get Into It with Amina. I'm really hyped. This is the first time. Well, no, I think, yeah, this is the first time I'm doing my 5-day free workshops, I think, on YouTube. Usually in the past, I do them on Facebook. So this is like monumental. A first for everything, you know what I'm saying? Let me lotion up while I run my mouth. So I want to introduce myself very quickly. You don't like to assume that everybody already knows who you are and what you're about. My name is Amina Hextall. Let me turn this around a little so I'm not crushed in this little corner. My name is Amina Hextall. I'm a master intuitive guide. A lot of people don't like to use the term master, but sometimes it applies. And I do feel like I've mastered intuitively guiding. So yes, I am a master intuitive guide. I'm a certified master life coach. I'm also a professional West African dancer and choreographer, energy shifter through my technique called STEAM, Soul Transforming Energy and Movement. I'm also the mother of of 4, but 3 of the youngest are autistic, nonverbal, have ADHD. And so I do a lot of work in that department as well, trying to create programs and things for special needs children, as well as for parents of special needs children. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shake the whole table up. So I want to welcome y'all to Get Into It with Amina. These next 5 days are going to really be featuring everything that I have to offer, but in little bits and pieces, okay? So that, if you feel like I'm the right guide for you, if you hear something that I'm offering and it fits what you are about or what you're looking for, then you know how to find me, you know what's up. We're going to find all that information out later on in these sessions. Today is all about the week ahead, the next 4 to 5 days to be exact, but I'm going to say the week ahead. We are, we're in a full moon in Virgo's energy, right? So I just want to when you see my notebook coming out, it means my mind is going beep, 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 beep. So I have to keep myself on track. Otherwise, guys, I will sit here and I will ramble on and on and on. Before I even get to the full moon, I just wanted to go over just some little details about what it is. What is my mission? Because maybe some people are like, all right, you do readings, okay, you dance, but what's your goal? What are you about? I would say my mission on this planet is to raise the vibration out of the lower, darker energies and lift it up into lighter energies of love, okay? And I don't claim to be perfect, and I don't claim to be a master at being a perfect being, but I will say that I have a lot of experience dipping and dabbing in the lower, in the darkness. I've walked through the dark, and I have now found the way through the dark so that I could guide other people and they don't have to go through the process so long and so hard and alone, to actually feel like you have somebody there who understands what you're going through and, who wants to see you really come out on the other side and really succeed. So I like to say that I'm that support system I'd like to inspire people to want to be their best selves, and also to inspire a connection to source energy. My main mission is to reconnect us on this planet to our Creator. And I do that through the ancestors, through ascended masters such as Jesus Christ, uh, the Virgin Mother Mary, Prophet Muhammad, Gautama Buddha. You can name them, keep on going. Horus, Osiris, Isis, okay? And I would say this mission is important to me because, especially being a parent, you know, sometimes you think about the world that your kids are going to be growing up in, and you can't complain about it and say anything about it if you're not doing anything to change what's happening. So when I had my first daughter, I remember being scared to death. I did not want to leave the hospital with her. I did not feel I was capable to protect her from the evils of the world and society. And it took her being born for me to realize that I had to play a bigger part in the world. If I was so concerned about how it would affect her, then I had to really be that change. So, one of the first missions I had was to work with women, with mothers, with nurturers and caretakers. And I started Femme Healing African Dance. And that was initially to get women to return to their center, to heal their wounds, where we tend to hold a lot of our stress and pains. Because a lot of times the pain is here, but we'll push it down, suppress it. And then you end up with tumors in your womb, difficulties with digestion, issues with fertility, and things like that. And all of that is from all the muck and stuff that we just keep pushing down, rather than working through it. So that was like my first thing. Make sure I had a way or a technique that I could help women get through the dark night of the soul. But as I started to spiritually grow, and always having been somebody who had a lot of male besties around me, I started to want to be able to offer something that they could also get something out of. And after test driving a few courses, like just trying to get my feet wet, like, is this what it is? Is this what they need? I finally came up with soul transforming energy and movement, which is STEAM. All right. And what that is pretty much your motivator. All right. It's what gets the energy moving. If you think of STEAM in the sense of the word steam, it's something that motivates. It's something that pushes things forward and gets it moving. Now, the letters broken down, of course, means soul transforming energy and movement. And that's exactly what the technique is about. But initially, the word itself has everything to do with the energy behind the organization and my mission. Okay. So I just want to be clear. I do energy healing. I do readings. I do meditative dancing, channel visualizations. And today is the week ahead. That leads us all up to today's focus. So today's focus is just full moon in Virgo. So as you can see, I put on my high priestess face paint because I want to, that's going to be one of the things we're going to cover today. The reason why today is called the week ahead is because you're going to still be under the influence of this full moon in Virgo. And I know if you're very, very connected to the full moons or to moons in general, you might be feeling a lot of emotional distress at this time. And that doesn't mean maybe you're just sulking and stuff like that, but things are going to hit you differently, that maybe at one point or another wouldn't affect you, but under this energy, for some reason, it's affecting you differently. You might find that tears flow real easy around this time. You'll find that maybe you're triggered easy. Somebody will say something and it'll take you back somewhere else, and won't even realize that what you're really upset about is the memory of that it triggered you know, but you'll lash out at the person that triggered it. It's very, very important to ground under the full moon. With new moons, it's more important to set your intention. What do I want to bring into fruition? With the full moon, the reason why it's more important to ground is because the full moon is an illuminator. That means it shines the light on all the stuff you've been trying to ignore. All the stuff that you've been trying to act like it don't exist. All the issues that have been bothering you that you were kind of overlooking. Even accomplishments that you might be overlooking and downplaying. The full moon is going to shed light on everything that you've been overlooking that now you got to focus on it. And with this full moon in Virgo, it's very analytical. It's analyzing time. So you might find yourself in your head a lot, and you're going to have to fight against that. Because when you get stuck in the analytical mind and you're thinking everything, you're not feeling anything. And you start to make decisions based off of what seems logical, what makes sense to you, but not what feels good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the full moon is going to push you to choose to do things that make you feel good, not just that make sense, if you get my point. All right. Also, it's going to be a heavy focus on health, and nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself these next few days as well. Okay. So use that time to do that. If you're feeling yourself emotionally starting to unravel, like my son who's out there yelling, and I'm really going to do my best to ignore him, but I'll take that as a confirmation that I'm on the right track when he makes his outburst. But yeah, if you find yourself struggling to face things that the full moon is shining the light on, then you're going to have to really find a way to ground. And I'm going to have to find a way to get this kid to be quiet. Give me 1 second. It's too loud. Now, there's grown folk out there, and I never understand that. I'll tell y'all, those that have been my vets on my channel, y'all know already, there are grown people out there that could be shutting things down. But I guess his presence needed to be known in this room. All right. So anyway, I want to start going into full moon rituals, and then we're going to go into your advice in the week ahead and what you do and all this other stuff that I got. All right. Now, going back to my face paint. All right. This is one of my full moon rituals that I've decided to start today. Usually, let me get my list of rituals that I usually do, because I could recommend some for you. Usually under the full moon, my ritual is to dance. I'll put on some music and I'll freestyle and I'll share it, because my form of dancing is called steam healing choreo, sorry. And it's meant to heal the viewer as well as the dancer. So I'm still going to do that later, by the way. If you want to join me, I'll probably do it live on either Instagram or Facebook. I've been neglecting my Instagram family, so I might have to get on IG, but I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll do a visualization there and the dance on Facebook. But it's my full moon ritual, okay? And that's what I want you all to start to put together. What's going to be your full moon ritual? How are you going to ground yourself under the energy of the full moon when you're feeling frazzled? Because it's going to happen. There's nobody who flows through the full moon and who flows through life, period, and you never hit a challenge. What do you do in those challenging moments? And these rituals, I'm not saying when you hit a challenge, start dancing. I'm saying it's something you can do at night, something you can do in the morning that will already prepare you for what you're going to face either the next day or later in the day. So dancing is one of the most easiest rituals, because you can put on any music that you like and let spirit dance through you. Okay, you don't got to know no steps. You don't have to be a professional. You don't have to have a teacher. You don't even have to be on a beat. Just dance. And that goes hand in hand with drumming. If you also own a drum. If you don't, find something you can drum on. Get a pillow. Anything that'll make a earthy boop 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 sound is good enough. Okay, and sometimes that can just open up energy blocks in your body, just the vibration. Okay, Also meditation, but we all know that. We are going to do 4 grounding breaths too before I start your read. So I will ground you today. I might do, like I said, the visualization on one of my other platforms. But yeah, we are going to ground. Meditation, visualization. 2 rituals that you can do real easy. Put on some music. I recommend Full Moon music by Meilan, Meilan. It's angelic singing, and it kind of makes you feel like you're floating and purging any dark energies or clearing your aura. It's really beautiful. But you can find all sorts of music on YouTube that says Full Moon in Virgo. I even saw that, but you know, I prefer the angelic singing. For some reason that really touches me. So that's just some advice. Candle work is another ritual that you can do. Get a white candle, get a blue candle. Blue is good for protecting the home. White is just overall good, bringing in, calling in good energies and light. And light your candle and set an intention. Whatever this full moon illuminates or is bringing to my attention, please let me see it. Please let me easily transition through it. Whatever your intent is under the influence of this illuminating moon energy. Nature healing. Just go out in nature, take your shoes and socks off, walk through the grass, put your feet in the lake. I know it's kind of cold in a lot of parts of the world right now, but if there's somewhere where you can actually do that, do it. Go out, put on your coat and your boots and go hug a tree. That's called nature healing. Getting your medicine straight from your life force, your life center, because without the earth, we ain't here. So pretty much it's our life force as well, okay? Most of our healing we can find growing right out of the earth, but we've been so brainwashed by media that only pharmaceutical companies and all that stuff can really make us well. It's not true, and the rise of the herbalist is coming again soon, so I'm not even worried about that. Everybody needs to start really turning to the earth for their healing. But that's another topic. Last but not least, a ritual you can also do, because I was naming rituals where you don't have to spend a whole lot of money, you don't have to go nowhere far away. God or goddess vibes. Now that's what I do with my face paint. Men, female, male, man, woman, whatever. You can do your own ritual that involves face paint. Now I just happen to have some white face paint left over from when I was choreographing for an off-Broadway play, and they wanted like the authentic, as they called it, look of the African. But I always knew that the face paint was more than just some like, we're just gonna put paint on our face. The designs all mean something. So when you do it, give it purpose. For me, when I started my eye, this was my full moon, okay? On this side, I saw it as my journey going off from the full moon energy, my path, okay? And being influenced by the energy of the moon. And then I always usually do a split down the middle because I like that yin and yang balance, all right, within myself as well. So do what you feel is real. I even used eyeshadow for some of the blue. You don't have to go out and buy a literal like face paint crayon. Like I have a professional one, okay? But you don't have to do that. You can actually get a white lipstick that's like 99 cents and draw. You can, as a masculine, you can make your images on your face a lot more warrior-esque or more feminine, because there's a need to balance that. That's why I have more of a femme and masculine side. I kind of wanted it to be that way on purpose, but still be balanced. So get into your goddess energy, your vibration, dress. You know, a lot of people, and I don't know, this used to annoy me. A lot of people would always be like, oh, for the moon, you go outside, and I go in my yard, I take off my clothes and burn a fire in the pit and dance around under the moon. That's nice if you got a private backyard, okay? All of us can't go strip down, go in the backyard, start a fire pit, and dance under the full moon. So you need some other rituals that you could do. And you can still get into your god and goddess energy in your home. Like, all I did was change my face, and one of my twins came in here, and she was just in my face, like I don't know what she was trying to see or what she was seeing, but it made me feel like I had done something to change my vibration. You know, kids will be your biggest sign of what's going on with you. So I just want to inspire everybody by I said I'll be a guinea pig. I know at first when they might click on, they might be like, whoa, what the hell's on her face? You know, but I said, I mean, most of y'all that sign up or that are joining are what I consider my OGs. So look what I'm talking about. And see, you already know. You already know. Yeah. Trust and believe I'm going to get his dad for this later. But because he's sitting right out there. I don't know why that boy's running free and wild back in the back part of the house. I'm in a totally different part of the house. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to sage, and I'm going to ask them to quiet him down so we can take our 4 grounding breaths, and then we will get into this read for this week ahead. I'm using goddess energy for the read. Female, feminine, not, and I didn't mean to say goddess, so I don't know what spirit possessed me with that. I meant to say divine feminine energy, but it's the same thing. Okay, I'm using the divine femme to give you your messages today, only because this full moon gave me an extra like feeling of a balancing happening, where the divine masculine has been very dominant on the planet for a very long time, and not even in his divine form, just the masculine energy. And it's time now for the feminine energy, not to do this, but to meet. All right? Because that's the only way you're going to get into the divine energy, is if we have a balance. And you'll understand that story more you'll understand that more if you check out my reading on Adam and Eve. And I was also going to say you'll understand the vibration of today more if you check out my full moon reading I did earlier. But not right now, of course. So let me sage. All right, if you also have incense, if you have crystals, anything, I would say get them at this time. I'm going to actually show you a hand mudra that you can do. I heavily work with hand mudras in my dancing as well. It's a part of the steam healing choreo. So if you see anybody else trying to do it, I'm sorry, I'm being silly. But anyway, no, for real though. Incorporate hand mudras with West African dance, and as well as modern dance techniques and movements. So the dance that I do later on, well, it's not going to be that far after I do this, but it's going to use hand mudras and stuff. So I'm going to give you one that you can use during this breath work. Or you could choose to just sit with your palms open. I call that ready to receive. So if your palms are just open on your lap, you're just open to receive and receive light. All right. Okay, let me send y'all some of that good energy. Let's take our 4 grounding breaths. If you would like to do a hand mudra in this process, because I would also like to have you tap into your own inner knowing and intuitive self-guidance. Woo! Sorry about that. If you're wearing headphones, my bad about that noise. Okay. This mudra here, right in the heart chakra, is for inner trust. Okay? So if you want to start to open your heart chakra up to trust and have faith in the messages and the feelings that it receives, then I would suggest you join me in the hand mudra for inner trust. Otherwise, like I said, you can just open and receive, or you can root chakra ground. Everybody knows this one. This position is like representing your oneness with the universe, and you could just sit those on your lap like that. I'm going to do inner trust. So if you're also going to hold crystals, then I suggest you do open to receive, or you do the root chakra grounding position, because you can't hold them with inner trust. All right. So close your eyes, plant your feet on the ground. If you are sitting on a floor, You can cross your legs. It's up to you. Let's close our eyes. And on the first inhale, immediately start to allow roots to stretch from the bottoms of your feet and the base of your spine deep into Mama Earth. Let's take in a deep breath through our mouths. Relax your shoulders. And feel those roots going deep, 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 deep into Mama Earth. And exhale through your mouth. Feel them going even further down, reaching for that core, for that central power. Taking another deep breath through your mouth as you feel these roots starting to connect with that energy, that power. And exhale as you make contact with this fierce, fiery energy at the core of our planet. Taking another deep breath, and as you breathe in through your mouth, feel this light coming up these roots, up these cords as they're traveling to you. Exhale and let that energy slowly start to rise up through your feet. Taking a deep breath and feel that energy rising up through your legs, up your spine, down your arms. Exhale and allow the energy to continue to flow up to your crown. And on this last inhale, taking a deep breath, feel yourself glowing. Feel your heart chakra vibrating a bright green light. And as you exhale, send this light out to the world. Feel the energy just flowing from your heart center and out into the world. Slowly start to return to the space you're in. Move your feet. You can rub the tops of your legs. I always like to give myself a big squeeze before opening your eyes. Give yourself some love. Alrighty. So I hope that helped you. If you were feeling a little tense, I was feeling tension from the energies. So I don't know if people who are going to get on later or people who are on now might have been feeling a little tense and need to relax. But that was the energy I was feeling, was a feeling of tight. Maybe anticipating something, okay? And a need to just relax and surrender and trust that the universe is working it out for you, all right? So let's go to your week ahead. I usually do a pick-a-pal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm going to actually shuffle these cards live, right? Because sometimes the pick-a-pal, I have to already have it set up, and I don't want to waste your time while you're watching me set these cards up. It's just, it doesn't make sense. So what I want to do today is I'm going to show you 3 crystals that you can choose from, okay? And I will pull the reading, a general read for each of those crystals using my goddess cards. Now, if you're a VIP, esteemed VIP, what's up? How you doing? You the real OGs, okay? Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know that these readings are general, and if you want to get a more personalized read, then you gotta be a VIP. So, of course, when I finish the full 3-pal read, then I'm going to pull a personal message from my Rumi deck, the deck of Rumi, for those that are on my VIP list. Alrighty. Rumi is really good for messages, by the way. It may be very intense, okay? It might be so on point that you're like, oh my God, it's like that, okay? So be prepared. That was just a heads up. All right, let's start with the general read. So, first crystal. Which one wants to jump out for me? Because I decided I was going to use crystals. I do have a box here where I was going to do objects to choose from, but I think I'll save that for when I'm doing an actual pick-a-pal that you can actually look at. All right, that's 1. I forgot I had these little bottles up here. 2. All right, so you're gonna pick according to these these bottles of crystals I have here. Why is that the one I want doesn't want to come out? That's not the one I wanted. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so here's your choices. You have a choice between the bottle number 1. This will represent reading 1. I hope you can see it. This is a bottle with amethyst crystals in it. So I'll turn it around. That might be a better angle. Purple amethyst crystals. All right, if you're attracted to the amethyst, pile number 1 is you. The second bottle is carnelian. Carnelian is more reddish orange. It can come in different colors, but this one is like red, I believe red carnelian. Okay. If that seems to be calling your name, then pile 2 will be your read. Last but not least, tiger's eye crystal. Okay. If you feel that the tiger's eye crystal is holding your read for the next 4 to 5 days, or the week ahead period, then choose number 3. Alrighty. So take a minute, just think about it. Maybe you could close your eyes, taking a deep breath, whichever crystal name popped in your head, or whatever color, could be purple, red, brown, orange, whatever colors pop in your head, you can choose by that. I'm going to start your read. Now, remember I said this reading is being guided by divine feminine energy. So most of the cards are going to be based on divine feminine energy. Some of these cards I like that they have affirmations and meditations in here for y'all. So if I feel moved to, I'm going to go to the book and tell you what the meditation is for that pile. All right. So let's go. Gonna shuffle live. Let me take a sip of my Kool-Aid. I'm so happy I've been scratching my face yet. Usually I would have messed this up already. Like, but I'm doing good. I'm growing up. Let me stop. Gonna start with the intuitive cards. So if you chose pile 1, you chose the amethyst, baby. You are on a mission to connect with source, and source is coming through to tell you surrender. So this week ahead, there's a need for you to surrender. And you can put in the comments too, because that helps claim your pile. If you chose 1, 2, or 3, it also puts that vibration out there. You know, virtual world does have a vibration. That's how we're able to connect. So you put it out there and the universe can see it and give you a more accurate message. So if you chose my amethyst bottle, there's some spiritual work for you in the next 4 to 7 days. All right. There's a need for you to surrender, let go and let God, and a need for you to return to prayer. I keep hearing pray more, but I'm also getting, when you do pray, remember gratitude as well. Okay. And that's been a heavy message from the tribe. Maybe we've been doing a lot of God, why? Or Lord, please help me, and not enough of thank you, God, or whew, I really appreciate that energy, you know. So yeah, it's time for a switch up. All right, pile 1, let's get your first card. Light codes. Tune into the light, remember your truth, initiation. So like I said, you are on some kind of spiritual journey this coming week. You're gonna feel more spiritually connected to source. You're going to feel more, you're almost going to feel like you're going through a rites of passage where you're learning new things about spiritual practices and beliefs. It's going to affect you emotionally. You see all that water and those birds there. You're going to be getting a lot of downloads and messages and see a lot of synchronicities. You're going to find that your emotions are going to be maybe up and down a little bit here and there, but tune into the light. Remember who you really are, who you truly are. Look at how you're connected to this, the seed of life. I think that's the flower of life, or the seed of life above, or the flower of creation. I can't remember. If you know, write it in the comments. And you're connected to source. So stay in that vibe. Second card for my pile 1s. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that little boy next time, because that's just ridiculous. Okay, let's get you another card. This card here gives you more of an affirmation and a little hint as how to harness this energy. So let's take something for pile number one. You have stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. So you are being beckoned to meditate. You are being told to go within to really find the answers you seek during this full moon energy. And it's just funny, she's sitting on a moon. But it's time for you to go within and meditate. All right, and that's where you're going to unleash your power or your gifts. You're going to get yourself into alignment and things like that, and be better able to handle the energy of this full moon. And I mentioned that as a ritual as well. All right, this is a divine my divine feminine oracle deck. So I'm going to have a feminine energy or goddess of some sort or ascended master come through to also add to the advice for the week ahead. All right, what we got for pile one? Catherine Labore, the patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. So you do have a lot of things that are coming your way. With that light, your first card being light codes. And then to get someone who is a healer. Somebody who has, and I'm going to read her. Something just nudged me, like, read from the book for Catherine. But you are going through a healing process, okay? You are learning that you are worthy, because I think that is what your healing requires during this full moon. You are realizing your worth. You're realizing that how connected you are to source. And you're getting to a point now where you're realizing that miracles can happen for you, that you are worthy. Look how light her energy is. And for her to be connected to yours, you have to vibrate to the same frequency to an extent. When your soul selects her card, it can feel effortless to ask for what our loved ones need. We can fall on our knees at times to pray for the health and highest possible outcome for our beloved children and partners or friends. What's often far more difficult is asking for all that we need. For many of us, lack of self-worth can get in the way of realizing that we can ask for so much more, and that ultimately there is no difference between praying for our own needs and the needs of our loved ones. Ask and you will find. This is a spiritual truth. And also, suffering is optional. The healing might not arrive in the way we picture being healed. Our lower back may still throb with pain, but our heart has shifted. And there's a miraculous amount of light within our lives again. If we can hand over an attachment to what healing is going to look like, we can receive all the blessings waiting for us. Her soul voice meditation is, what can I ask for help in healing? And then the intention is, I'm ready to heal. I'm worthy of the miracles meant for me. That's pretty much what I had already kind of told y'all with that. Now let me see what goddess. This is just a goddess deck. It will tell you which goddess energy is connected to you. Could be just in your energy or a past lifetime experience. Okay, this one came right on top, so I'll take her. All right, this goddess is Flora. Okay, I don't know why they wrote her word sideways, so I can't even hold the card up here. All right, Flora means flourishing one. She was the Roman goddess of flowers, gardens, and spring. So we have the spring coming upon us, so make sure you keep that in mind. The spring equinox may be a important moment for you to do some rituals, like meditating, visualizing, setting your intentions, because you know the spring means new things. Things that you've already planted are going to come into fruition. So if you ain't been planting stuff and preparing, then when spring comes, you're not going to have no fruits. So start to set those intentions now if you didn't do it over the winter time. Okay? Yeah, it says, the end of April and the beginning of May, it was the festival that they would have around for her, would happen around that time. But it was a festival of unrestrained pleasure. And you know what that means. So you're just out there doing whatever makes you feel good. All right. And this is kind of her message to you. Okay. Flowers also going to be very good for you and healing for you. She teaches us to honor growing things, both inside and outside of us. She's a reminder to pay attention to pleasure, to the beauty of spring, and to new life, wherever it is found. So that's a nice card there. Okay, let's go to the Earthcraft. I always forget. I get ready to say Earth Song. I don't know why. Earthcraft Oracle, which is another divine, like fem energy. Okay. Next time you will have the piles already here, because y'all don't know how much I do not like shuffling live. It really wastes time. Wow, you just pushed yourself up. And this card you got is number 44, which is a master number. You are sacred. So you are being taken through these next few days to realize your worth, to realize that you deserve a lot more than you've been accepting, to realize who you truly are and who you were meant to be. Okay? You are a part of the divine. You are sacred. Don't just let anybody into your energy. There's going to be people you got to cut out your energy, is what I just heard. You're sacred. Know your worth. Get rid of those who don't see it. Last but not least, pile number 1. Get you a message from Mother Mary. And her advice to you, I'll take the top one. Our Lady of Answered Prayers. And her card says, Our Lady asks you to reach out to her, for there is healing within yourself and your life that can now happen through her intervention. All matters can be resolved through her grace. She knows what is happening and what is needed. Whatever comes from your heart is the most powerful prayer. Ask for her assistance and trust that your prayers are even now being answered. Ashe, Amen, Amen. So that's what I got for you, pile number 1s. Let's move on to pile 2. If you chose the Red Carnelian Crystal, this full moon is going to have you feeling full of energy. You're going to feel very energized. You're going to feel pumped. You're going to feel ready to tackle certain things. So there may be a need for you to either rest so that your energy is ready for all of this, or there may be a need for you to slow down a bit because maybe some things need more preparation before they could come into fruition. Okay? Let's get your first card. Card for pile 2. Okay. Pile 2, your card is synchronicity. And that's funny. That's something I said right before I got on. Every time I've been looking at my clock, it's always a double digit. I saw 122, 333 before I got on here. I looked again. It was like 422. So yeah. There's a lot of synchronicities going on at this time. And for the next 7 days, you're going to start to see a lot of them. Because they're showing you certain things in that moment that you're doing are happening in divine time. All right. Oh, it says on divine time, flow state, meaningful coincidences. Okay. So certain things that are happening or that you're seeing, it's intentional by spirit. It's not just a coincidence. Don't brush these things off as, oh, that just happened by coincidence. Source is coming through to say, no, some things are being shown to you right now at this time because it's divine time. It's time for you to flow in a certain direction or a certain mindset. And so the divine is on it to make sure that you're in sync with the plan. All right. So if you seem to be going off, then maybe you'll see something that'll show you back in the direction you need to be in. Maybe an angel number, and then you'll look it up and it'll give you a message you needed to hear. Or maybe you'll see a certain animal and maybe you could Google, what does it mean if I keep seeing this animal, and you'll get a message. So yeah, be open to synchronicities for the next few days. I'm sorry, I'm getting a notification from my boo. Okay, so let's get you a message. How to, this one jumped up. Revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. What do you do, my pal twos? Because revealing radiance means you have some ish within you. And I don't mean that in a negative sense. Because this is a pearl. And you know how rare they are? Very rare. And everybody wants them. Everybody coveted them at one point, big time. I see you now starting to really shine. I also see you as a messenger. There's a bird in the background. A messenger for the divine or for the higher up spirits. I also see you as somebody who is going to help balance people's energy between emotions and grounding those emotions, because I see it sitting on the earth, but also in the distance I see the ocean. So it gives me the feeling of getting your emotions grounded and revealing that beautiful pearl within that you've been working on very diligently is what I'm hearing. Okay. Pal 2, your guides are like straight to the point with you today. Wow, I split the deck for the divine feminine and I see Isis, but let's mix. If she comes back, then that's your guys. And y'all watch me shuffle, so you know. I'm not, if she comes back up, I didn't do it. Okay, I'm no magician. Just a master intuitive, a God, a mom, a sister friend. Rita of Kaskia, the patroness of impossible causes. Good Lord, the mission you got, my pal twos. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. I get the feeling that you're somebody who makes people have faith where it's very difficult to see the light. Somehow in the dark, you can make people still see the light. You're able to still get them to ground their energy, open up their hearts, open up their third eyes, open up that crown chakra and connect to source. And I'm going to read, since you could hear her meditation as well. Unfortunately, this book is not in alphabetical order. Boy, I'm seeing goddesses in here that I haven't even pulled their card yet. Okay. So this is a new deck for me. The Divine Feminine deck, this is new for me still. But I wish they hadn't numbered it, because yeah, it does make it difficult having to flip through the pages in order to find what you're looking for. All right, what's that sign? Okay, here we are. And this Ascended Master is all about the power of prayer. Okay? And I just talked about prayer before we started. Or during. Power 1, I can't remember. When your soul selects her card, despite popular belief, Saint Rita isn't about suffering or martyrdom. Not in this context. Here she is about the miracles that happen when we choose to be steadfast about something or someone. This does not mean remaining in a situation that is harmful to us. It means knowing that we can believe anything is possible and that everyone is ultimately forgivable. Because forgiveness isn't about someone else. It's about freeing ourselves. We might have to draw fierce boundaries and possibly never see this person again. But we can pray from any distance that a light larger than our own transforms them. That a love that's greater than what we alone can hold and have for them might offer them a new life. Saint Rita is asking us foremost to never give up on what we want for ourselves. And she's suggesting that the path to what we desire is in our belief that it is still possible. We might not know how or when things will align for us, but we can participate in a deep prayer, a bone trust that at some point what we most desire will arrive. And your soul voice meditation is, what do I believe is possible for my life? And your intention is, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Love it. Let's see what goddess you get my pile number 2s. I'll take it. Interesting. Epona, sorry. Okay. Epona is from the Celtic Gaul. She was especially worshipped as a protectress of horses, a bringer of fecundity to mares, and a giver of well-being to fowls. To foals, sorry. Good Lord. What is wrong with me today? My throat chakra. She was the only Celtic goddess to be adopted by the Romans, and she's also a lunar goddess. Wow. Hey, Caitlin. Hey, Monique. How come they just let me see these comments? Unless y'all just broke that. But anyway, she's also a symbol of abundance and plenty. Okay. She's also a bringer of fertility. Okay. A source of inspiration. Wow, that's interesting. She's a lot of things. Okay. All right. In ancient days, a king was ritually wedded to the goddess as part of becoming king. Wow. So, comfortable in both the realm of life and that of death, Epona is a strong symbol of independence, nurturing, intuitive understanding, instinct, and vitality. So these are attributes you also have because this goddess rocks with you. All right. If you didn't understand everything about her, Epona, look her up and get more information. Let's go to the Earthcraft deck. This deck shuffles real easy. Ooh. All right. Boy, already card coming out. Spirit of the West, another master number. We have 44, now we got 33. So what's the next group gonna be? 22. Okay. Anyway, let me see. Spirit of the West. I'm going to actually go to the book for this one. All right. So you are being asked to get in touch with nature with this card. I already thought that there's a need because the hand is out and the rain is falling on it. And it just looks like it's coming out of the ground. There is a need for you to ground, a need for you to get into nature big time. It's a big healer for you, I'm getting as well. And the moon cycles are very important for you as well. You will find the next 5, maybe you're already that you've been crying a lot of emotional outpouring, okay? But you're starting to come out of it, is what I'm hearing. There were some things that you just needed to purge or you just needed to release, okay? So it says the spirit of the West is connected to the element of water and initiates you to the energy of sensitivity, nurturing, feeling, rest, and self-care. Our famous words for my tribe. It comes to you during times of stress, overwhelm, burnout, and a deep need to repair and rejuvenate. I'm annoyed because I subconsciously chose this pile. And I get the same damn message. Anyway, darkness and solitude are too often associated with the unknown and loneliness, but there is also a protective quality to these energies. In the depths of the soul, there is no expectation to do anything other than be and receive what is available to you. You have pulled this card because you need to slow down and nourish your spirit. I'm going to scream if I hear the word nourish one more time. I did the full moon reading earlier. Check it out. Nourish comes up twice. Sitting in front of me, my card from my Sunday session with my field of shifters. Last Sunday. Nourishment. So it is very important and really starting to click in my brain that it's not a game right now. Pay attention to your health, your body, your physical health, your mental, your emotional. It's time to nourish yourself. Lots of self-care. Do not feel guilty. Who cares? How often people in my tribe, at least my soul tribe, how often do we stop and just 100% focus on us? We don't. Okay, so it's time. It's time to prepare and rejuvenate. All right? Big time. You have pulled this card because you need to slow down and nourish your spirit. You must regather your strength and have compassion for yourself and all that you do. You deserve the right to seek solitude and time for yourself. You are owed this time to slip into the realm of your spirit for inner guidance and support. The rest of the world could wait until you have enough fuel to be its warrior again. interesting. And your last bit of advice from Mother Mary. Ooh. Okay. Nope, you want to come? And here is your card. Beautiful. And the back of the card says, Our Lady of Holy Fire. External sources of love and support may fail us. The soul processes such loss by developing compassion for our humanity while seeking the unconditional support of spirit. You will transition from grief to gratitude, even if you are in shock, in denial, or feel betrayed and heartbroken. With Mother Mary's support, your soul is powerful enough to process any betrayal and only grow in love, strength, wisdom, and compassion. So apparently she's going to assist you in finding the compassion to transition from feeling betrayed, from your past experiences where you might still be grieving some of them, and change that energy to one of being grateful because you made it through. Okay. Wow. And that's what I got for you, my Pile 2s. We're going to move on to Pile 3. I hope you do subscribe and like the channel, and all that good stuff will come to you, of course, if you do. And don't forget to come back tomorrow at 4:30 EST. Alrighty? Moving on to Pile 3. What's up, Pile 3 and my tigers? Do your best to ignore any posts that might be coming through. I mean, we ain't no fools. Ain't nobody here new to the internet. You know, there may be people posting little stupid scams in the comments. Don't click them. Duh. Okay? So anyway, if you chose the tiger's eye, and maybe that's why I said what I just said, you need to guard your energy. Protect your energy. All right? And when I say that, a lot of times people get scared, like, what does this mean? Is there like some energy vampire or somebody like sucking my energy? It could mean that. Could mean you got somebody in your life or in your circle that drains the hell out of you. And you need to shield yourself from that. Maybe they call you all the time to tell you only their bad news or when they're feeling down. Those are energy vampires. And then they feel better and they go about their business and you don't hear from them or see them until they low again. All right. And I'm feeling that for you, Pal 3. And also don't allow yourself to be that person either, who only reaches out to people when you are in need. All right. But I'm also hearing just guard your energy. There are people who are noticing your glow up. Maybe you, I don't know, maybe you shifted something. Your energy has changed and people are noticing it. And not everybody's happy about it because they didn't glow up with you. Okay, you know, if you would have glowed up with everybody, you would have shared everything you was doing, you know, they'd be very happy, you know, but since God chose you to go this journey on your own, or with a different tribe of people that more vibrated on your level, they can't help but to be a little envious. And so you're being told to protect your energy, maybe get some tiger's eye, but prayer will help. My tribe, these next few days, pray heavy, because I keep hearing pray. Pray. Give thanks and pray. Give thanks and pray. Be very clear on your intent. You know what you want, what you're calling in. You know, be very clear. That's what I'm hearing. Alrighty, let me hurry up. Let me stop rambling. Alright, my Pile 3s, I'm just going to pull from the middle. Use your discernment. See the truth. Be guided. And trust your inner knowing. And I hope you did the inner knowing, Mudra, if you chose this pile. You see how she's at a crossroads, she or he is at a crossroads. They don't know which way to go. But Spirit is saying, use your discernment. You know which way you want to go. But yes, it is a time for you to pause and say, is that really the way I want to go? That's what Spirit's telling you right now, is to pause for a second. Do I really want to go that way? And not saying don't. Just saying really be sure. But trust that you're being guided as well. Trust that whatever feeling you get, not whatever thought, whatever feeling you get is the right one. So if it feels good, then that's the right choice. If it feels scary or bad, if it feels scary, it may also be the right choice. But if it makes you feel bad, whereas you don't feel good, you know, it's one thing to be a little nervous about something you've never done before, and it's another thing to really feel like you're putting yourself in harm's way. You'll be able to discern the difference, and that's what they're saying. Follow your heart. You're being guided, you know. And once you got you're being guided information from spirit, it's kind of like you can relax, you know. Just go with your heart. Don't overthink. Especially don't let this full moon in Virgo cause you to overanalyze, okay? Alrighty. Receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. You can affirm that because you are being protected and guided. This is confirmation right here. Receiving from angels. So you could go on and move on down that path or the path that you choose, because your angels are here helping you. Look, they got the same color dress on. The person standing here, I colored her in with a yellow dress, and then hers is yellow as well. Solar plexus energy, okay? Send some light, some yellow energy right here. Above the belly button, beneath your rib cage is your solar plexus. You need some courage. You need some strength, or whatever it is you have to face. You need to know that you can succeed. You need confidence right now at this time, okay? Be confident and move forward towards what is calling your heart, not your mind, okay? That's the key with this moon. Don't be fooled and allow the influence of the overanalyzing that can be a negative Taurus trait when it's overdone. All right, don't fall into that. Use the more positive side of that, where you use discernment and not nitpick and overanalyze, but you just think about what you know about what you're trying to do, and you choose from that and from what feels good. All right, let's get something from your divine feminine. Wow, I said feminine. All right, Rita of Kaskia is back. I'm going to pull you another one because I already read her energy. So just know, my Pal 3s, you also have this Ascended Master with you. Rita of Kaskia. And if you don't remember, just rewind back later and you'll hear her in Pal 2. You might want to listen to the whole thing of Pal 2. Parvati is the second goddess to come through. It says the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. Okay. So I'm not familiar with this goddess, so I'm going to check it out. But I also want to give you the meditation. Let me just go to the table of contents. That's just so annoying that you have to flip through the book and the person didn't think to number the cards. Parvati. Now you're gonna be hard to find in the table of contents as well. Oh, okay, 76. All right. Parvati embodies the divine strength of devotion. She's the mountain that love becomes when we devote ourselves to another and to our own soul. She is the Hindu goddess of fertility, of love and devotion, and of divine strength and power. She is the gentle, nurturing aspect of Shakti, or the feminine energy of Shakti, okay? Parvati's name means she of the mountain. When your soul selects her card, what is soft, gentle, and nurturing like water can be far more powerful than what is inflexible and fierce. The energy of this mountain goddess is about the strength we can give and receive when we devote ourselves to the healthy bonds of love. Parvati is about the divine feminine potency of being a calm, benevolent presence, especially when something seems to threaten a deeply meaningful relationship. Okay. Transformation with this goddess calls for a softening. When a situation is hard, even painful, Parvati is suggesting that you allow your fist to unfold. I'll let you still see her energy. Open and release what is clenched in fear of stress. Remember that your love is a mountain that cannot be moved, and that this bond between you is holy. No human hands or words can ever break it. The answer of what's next or highest for you can be found through the subtler act of simply abiding. Not reacting, not running, not hiding. A deep reservoir of power can surge up from within us when we choose to remain present. Devotion is not attachment. It's letting go of the illusion that you and this lover, this friend, this child or family member, this soul within you can ever really be separate from you. Devotion brings us home to the point and purpose of every relationship, love. A love that can never leave and that like a mountain can never move. A love that evolves the soul. So my pal threes, something with love coming in the next few days, okay? So pay attention to that. With the card discernment, you might have a choice, is what I'm hearing, between options when it comes to your loves, okay? And that could be a person, two people. It could be more than one form of work or a career. But some options are coming and they're begging you to use love in your choice and not fear, okay? They're like begging you. They're showing you so much that just use your discernment, your inner knowing, okay? They're telling you so badly that you're being guided by the angels. So just trust and move forward. And then to also be told that I am love and that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. That's your intention. So if you commit to doing and going after what you truly love, you can't go wrong. All right. And your soul voice meditation is, what am I most devoted to in this moment? Okay. Interesting. We are going to go to see what goddess is vibing with you, or whose energy is around you. Ooh, all my cards tried to go. I'm gonna take it. Okay. This is your picture. Oh, it's Aphrodite. Okay. Aphrodite is most often described as radiant and shining. When Aphrodite is present, the whole world acquires a soft golden glow. It's almost like an Oshun energy, all right? If y'all know who that is, Google. Foam-born, she is associated with the creative life-giving sea and represents a sense of freshness, renewal, and hope, okay? The goddess of both spiritual and passionate love, Aphrodite joins us to one another. She is feminine being in all her fullness, and her realm is that of relationship and feeling. Wow, yeah, you got some relationship stuff coming up in the next few days, because that's another confirmation there. Aphrodite demands maturity if we are to be in true relationship. When we embrace mature love, Aphrodite is there to bless us. Your message. All right, let's go to Earthcraft. One. Karmic debt. I feel like my pal threes, you are completing cycles right now, okay? Things from past lifetimes, things from this lifetime, you are clearing out what is no longer serving you. And that's why you see all the emotion and all the tears. But the eyes are closed and the hands at the heart to look within and to have compassion for yourself as you go through this time, and compassion for others who are going through their own dark nights of the soul, where they are facing things within them that they didn't realize were still there and able to affect them. I'm really getting a lot of emotional releasing under this full moon. A lot of realizing that you're holding on to a lot of things that can throw your energy off, and that all you have to do really is connect to source, With all this purple around you, you have a lot of divine energy, and there's a need for you to connect to source energy and go within. Okay? You're really clearing a lot of karmic debt. Spirit is testing me today. I'm telling you. Spirit is really testing me. Everybody in this house is really being disruptive while I'm doing this. I can hear grown people talking outside my door. So I wonder what that means for me. I need to pull some cards later. Like, are you testing my patience? Like, trying to see if I'm going to lose my crap? No, I'm not. Until I get off my live. Okay, I'm going to give you your final message. But just know you're clearing a lot of karmic debt, a lot of stuff from your past lifetimes and this lifetime where you might have done good and you might have done not so good. And you're clearing out what might be causing challenges in your life now, okay? So that you can move forward. Alrighty, I'm going to give you a message from Mother Mary. One card. Ooh, I said one. And I told somebody yesterday, I think I was talking to them, I said, whenever I tell Spirit one card, it's almost like Spirit wants to tell me, you don't run the show. And I always end up with like 50 cards flying out. I'll take this one since when those flew out, this was the one still sitting here on top. Ooh, pretty. So Pile 3, you got a nice looking card here. And it says, Our Lady of Great Power. Wow. Take care not to allow an optimistic attitude to override discernment in an issue in need of repair. Did y'all not get discernment? This is crazy. Oh, is this the power that got discernment? Yes, use your discernment. Synchronicities. Oh my goodness. All right, let me read that again. Take care not to allow an optimistic attitude to override discernment in an issue in need of repair. Denial creates an undercurrent of anxiety and an intuitive sense that something is wrong, but not being openly acknowledged. Without acknowledgement, constructive solutions are not sought or implemented. With hope in your heart, give voice to what isn't working. Then ask Our Lady for help. She is of unlimited recourse. Alrighty. So there's a need for you to really look at what needs to be fixed and not stop acting like maybe everything is all good. Really look at your life, see what needs to be repaired and where you need help, and really reach out to your guides and ask for that help. All right? And expect it. And know with hope in your heart that the help is coming or working for you already. Have faith, Pile 3s. Alrighty. If this is where we part ways, my Pile 3s, because that was the end of your reading, please remember to come through again for 30 p.m. tomorrow. Day 2 is, I believe, lessons on love. So it'll be a love reading, some other love work or whatever. I believe that's day 2. If you have the website in front of you and you're looking at it going, then just write that in the comments. You could be like, she wrong. That ain't day 2. But I think it is. Okay. So now, I love you guys, but I'm moving on to my VIPs. My VIPs get personal card pulls. If you would like to be added to the VIP list for the rest of the 5 days, it's only a $10 donation towards my energy to stop and give you a little brief read. The link is on the page when you register for the workshop series, but you can always Cash App, PayPal, and then inbox me that you did it. That's if we're friends on Facebook, or if you can find me on Facebook. If you aren't able to do that, just go to the website. It's in the description, steamholisticarts.com/free-workshop, and click the one that says I want to be a VIP. Alrighty. So VIPs, let's go. I'll start in alphabetical order. So Caitlin, you're up. No, I'm wrong. Afua, you're up first. Sorry. So let's see what your message is going to be. I'm also, just for being a VIP, I'm going to pull y'all more than one card. Why? Because I want to. Because I appreciate you. Okay? And I'll get you something from the Psychic Tarot deck. So VIPs today, because I'm feeling especially High Priestessy and feminine-y, making up my own words, I'm going to give y'all more than one card. Alrighty. If anybody feels like, hey, I might resonate with some of these messages, you can hang around. That's fine. You could choose a person. There's 3 people on the VIP list right now. So if you want to choose one of them to try to vibe with, that's your business. But it's really going to be, I'm really tapping into their energy personally. And if you want to book your own personal reading, that link is in the description as well. All right, Afua. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, I ended up having to do more than one for you because it wasn't very clear. So you have conflict and defeat came up first. So there's something where maybe you felt you had to stand your ground, something that you just felt like you were up against odds, and somehow, some way, whatever the odds were, you did not feel like you came out on top. You felt like you were defeated. But there's something coming, either because I got number 5, number 6. So right after the conflict and defeat, maybe you broke up with someone or someone broke up with you. Maybe a job was taken away. Whatever the case, harmony is right behind it. So you're going to find the match, or you already found the match, that's going to bring peace back into your life, where you don't feel so conflicted or always feel so defeated. Something is coming in that's going to make you feel harmonized, like your life is now balancing out. This is all, these card pulls also, might I add, are about this full moon energy. So expect some of these shifts and changes to take place like in the next week, if they haven't already started. Your final card is truth. So something's going to be revealed to you, or you're starting to see the truth about a matter. And that's what's bringing things into balance. You see this person is standing on a scale. It's like you're going to get your justice. Maybe you felt like always defeated. You always felt like maybe you climbed up the steps and you'd get almost to the top and then something would knock you down. But harmony, things are balancing out for you. Okay, so let me give you your last message. The impossible made possible. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. Wow. The human heart knows everything envisioned can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Yet the mind does quake with fear and at times will not listen to the heart. Is there any limit to the resources of the heavens? No. The divine has unbounded access to all that is and all that is yet to be. Trust the generous divine presence in your own heart. So you just need to trust and know that you're one with the Most High. Okay? Things are manifesting for you, and they're saying you have to accept that things are going to be happening in divine timing. Okay? You're not going to be able to control it. You just got to surrender to God. And you have to know that, there's no limits to the Most High. There's no limitations, so there's no need to doubt. When you're being told, to surrender, you're being guided, just let go and surrender. The more you surrender, the less you buck against the flow, the more you'll get that harmony that you saw. Okay? And I really want to stress law of attraction to you. I'm hearing change your mindset, your thinking. Don't see yourself as struggle and fail. See yourself as doors opening that I need and doors closing that I don't. People coming in that I need, people going out that I don't. Okay? Don't see anything as a failure or defeat is what I'm hearing, because you're about to get your justice. Things about to flip for you. All right, girl. I hope that helped. All right, Caitlin. You're next. Now, if anybody registered today as a VIP, I'm sorry. I look before I go on and go live. So you would have to do it a good amount of time before I went live. Otherwise, sorry, you're not going to have a card pull. Okay? Because I'm not going to check again until I'm finished. So just know tomorrow you'll get it. Tomorrow's card pull will be more focused on matters of the heart, though, because I think that's my topic. I really believe that that's what I'm supposed to be talking about today. Okay. Caitlin, let's go. Financial and material changes. Didn't you just let something go today? Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to give y'all each 3 since I did for 4. Power. Obstacles and challenges. Okay. Alrighty. And let me shuffle your message from Rumi. You, I'm getting, need to harness your power. It's like showing someone who's very powerful, but they don't really see it. They see it a little, but as soon as they hit an obstacle or a challenge, it's like all of the gifts that they got in their mind go out the window. Okay. I'll take it. Okay. So first here we have financial and material changes. This is usually meaning improvements, but there's something that's going to shift in the money you make and your material wealth. So, and it's going to depend on choices you're making. You see these different roads almost with the hands. I feel like you're going to have 5 different options in the next few days, if you don't already got some, for how you can make money that's going to shift things for you materially. Maybe you're going to get an opportunity or offer, or you're going to get an aha moment. Whatever the case, I see options coming in that are going to change your financial position. But in the center of it all is power, and it's just showing that you really have the power and energy to call in what you want and to overcome what you want. Look at this half lion energy here. Okay, it's very fierce energy. Yeah. Obstacles. I know that's not thunder. Oh gosh. Sorry. Obstacles and challenges. Is that the wind? Yes, it is. I don't know if I'm in the middle of a tropical storm, guys, but it just started wilding over here. Anyway, Caitlin, during your card pull, I don't know what that means. So you got power, and then I heard thunder. Woo! Obstacles and challenges. Okay. Ain't jack. Look at that little tiny little obstacle. And it's saying that you can step right over that. But as soon as you're faced with a little obstacle or challenge, sometimes you can let it overwhelm you in these next few days. This is all full moon energy. Remember that. All right. You have to hold on to the fact that you are a powerful manifester. And sometimes you manifest your obstacles and challenges, they're saying. Sometimes you just, you expect bad. And you got 585. 5 is important. Pay attention to May or the next 5 days. Something's going to happen next 5 weeks. I don't know, 5 months. But I'm getting May is important for your financial material changes. You might see a flip around that time. But yeah, 5 is an important number for you. And your message from Rumi, this is your card. Okay. All right. It says, oh, that's funny. And I just saw you said yellow. So, oh, let me see. Hi, Stacy. I meant to reach out to you recently. I did get a package. I'll reach out to you. That's a side note. Sorry. Hey, Caitlin, because I couldn't see the comments. They're just popping up now out of nowhere. I need to start doing it on my laptop, but the camera on my laptop sucks. So it's hard for me. I don't want to look fuzzy. My e's like, no, we want to be in the clear camera. So I'm sorry about that. But anyway, victory of Mariam. If you are longing to caress the moon, wow, you got the moon coming up in your reading. Okay. If you're longing to caress the moon, do not turn away from it. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. Whatever may be troubling you is not meant to bring you trouble. Allow yourself to become eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. The attitude, rather than the circumstance, needs to shift. Then you shall find your resolution. Wow. So that almost confirms them saying your power, you know. Allow yourself to see things from another perspective with the eagle eye, because just saying, just change your attitude. Something you're looking at as an obstacle or a challenge is really not that big of a deal, they're saying. It's not that much of an obstacle. It's just you're turning away from it. It's something you just don't want to do. But anyway, this is your drawing. I think it's really beautiful. My son is being very annoying since I started you. I don't know, he's in the background making a lot of noise. So I don't know what that means, but if you are still enjoying your piece, maybe it means a little part of you is missing. I don't know. You're gonna be like, no, I ain't. A little part of you is missing the sounds of KJ in the house. Okay. Caitlin, that's what I got for you, girl. Last but not least, VIP, esteemed VIP, we got Monique. Why would I put the cards to the side? All right, Mo. If anybody else, like I said, did register as a VIP today, I really apologize. But I'm a one-woman show, so I don't have someone checking for me. Like, hey, somebody just did it. I won't know till tomorrow. This is jumping out, so I'm going to just take this as card 1. Alrighty. Wow. Okay. I see what you're doing, what you're going through. What else we got? That's not bad. Wow. All right, Mo. So I don't know what you've been doing lately. Okay, I see the bottom of the deck energy. There's something, a transformation you're going through right now. You're going through a rebirth or something. Trying to get grounded and more stable is what I'm hearing. Bottom of the deck energy showed feeling trapped and trapped in fear. So there's a little part of you that is afraid of something, this transformation. Maybe you're afraid you're going to lose people you've known for a long time. Maybe you're afraid you're going to lose what's familiar is what I'm hearing. But you got to get out of that fear and let this transformation take place. There's a need for you to transform because the next card says positive movement forward. So this transformation is a positive thing for you. Okay? It's something that's going to move you forward. Look at you moving towards the sun. And you're leaving behind the darkness. So you need to allow the transformation to happen and try to get out of the fear of letting go of the familiar is what I'm hearing. There's a need for you to let go of the familiar and open to the new, because your end game is victory and success. But it requires you to let go of something that you know or things that are familiar and allow yourself to fully transform and change. Because with this butterfly-like energy behind you, there is a rebirth happening. I do see the green on her as heart chakra. So you may be having a healing process going on in your heart too, a heart healing happening. And whatever the case is, you have to move forward. That's the only way you're going to find victory and success, is by moving forward. These two are together. Anything that is too familiar or from your past is blocking your transformation. And that's not to say that you can't have friends from your past and things like that. But it's to say, do not stop your transformation. Become who you are meant to become. And if anybody is in your life or in your path that seems to throw that energy off, then you need to nip them. Okay? Or stay away from them. All right? That's the main advice I'm getting, is this. It's time to release and really allow your transformation to take place. right? Let go of the fear of people not liking you once you transform or change, or people saying, oh, Monique, you different. I'm saying move forward. And anybody that's meant to move forward with you will be on that boat with you. But from the looks of things right now, you on that boat for dolo. You need to work on you, okay? Work on yourself. Allow this transformation to take place, because it's going to bring you a lot of victory. Ooh, okay, Rumi. I'll take this one in the middle then. So, and you got, wow, you got a card up I have not ever pulled. I mean, this deck is still new for me too. And it's so bright, you're not going to be able to really see. There's a face in that light. You see it? Okay. And this card says, Star Mother Arrakis, be the king who has made his own kingdom. Wow. All right. Our Star Mother keeps an eye on all the wild games happening in the sacred playground of the earth, shining her divine justice and protection. No bully shall prevail over you. No bully from within you shall prevail either. You are the child so secure in the love of our mother that you can trust life and your ability to face whatever comes implicitly. Good Lord. I don't know why they just can't give messages in regular English. Anyway, at this point, they're letting you know that you can trust, all right, and be secure that you're being carried, all right, and that you'll be able to face whatever challenges come your way. But they want you to start off on your own. The king who has made his own kingdom means someone who went on forward and started fresh, and in the end of it, ruling over their own empire. Victory, okay? So there is a need for you for a fresh restart, and to feel secure that you are moving in the right direction, because according to this, you are. Positive movement forward will help you with your transformation, all right? And there's no one that can stop you from it. And if they try, they will not prevail. They will not win, all right? And you also can't allow your own inner voice to stop you either, because Spirit's not going to let that prevail either, all right? So think positive, move forward positive with a positive mindset, and your transformation will bring you the results that you want. Just get out of this trapped in fear energy I see here at the bottom of the deck. Just a little afraid of letting go, which we all have that issue in this tribe. Letting go of what's familiar and being open to the unfamiliar. All right. And since y'all are my VIPs and I love you guys and I hope that y'all hung around, I'm going to give y'all, as a collective, a pull from my Mary deck. A message just for y'all. Okay. I'll take this one. It says, Our Lady who sends us angels. Isn't that dope? Okay. With a pure heart free from any intention other than manifesting the Divine Mother's love, call on the angels who love all beings unconditionally. Ask for help for yourself and for all you feel inspired to pray for, including those you know are in need of assistance but perhaps lack the spiritual skillfulness to help themselves. Pray with relief in your heart that is born of total trust. Now, so yeah, prayer is going to be very important. Call on those angels. That was pretty much blunt in itself. There's not much more to add to that. I want to send you all light and love under this full moon energy. I'm going to do a quick little full moon dance. I'll probably go on Facebook. I'm not really sure where I want to do it, or Instagram. At some point today, as a part of my ritual, I advise you to do something under this full moon energy that could be a ritual for you. With that said, love you guys. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. I'm out.